Hi, my name is Adam Havrilla and I would like to welcome you back. This month we're going to turn this bouquet into this beautiful tablescape, a vision of a garden. It is April. It is all about brunches, lunches, showers, everything fabulous, everything getting together. Spring is here, so it's all about the outdoors and fresh gardens. So we're gonna start with, you could use anything. Go to the flower department. They have branches. It could be curly willow, could be forsythia, maybe a little late for that, but you may get lucky and find some forsythia. But get some blooming branches, or just branches as it all. But make sure whatever branch you get, they're bendable like this, because we're going to be bending them. So make sure that they're bendable. Don't be afraid to do it in the department. If it snaps, it's not going to work. So ask if they have any fresh branches. For this design, we're going to use this beautiful pussy willow branches. I love them. They're very soft and nice. So get these if you can. The first thing we're going to do is cut off some of this bottom portion. It's going to be too stiff to really do the bend that we need it to do. So go through and just cut off the bottoms. And you could do that to all of them. And once you do, we're just going to take it. And if the bottom is still a little bit too stiff, you can just break the fibers within it by just creasing it with your thumb. Do you see how now it's bendable? And we're just gonna make little wreaths out of them. And we're gonna do that to all of them. You can see that I'm using my thumb here to just break up the fibers as we go. And if the buds fall off, that's okay. Just throw them on your floor if you want, I don't know. So I did a good handful of them here. You can do as much as you want. Look at they come apart, see? They're very fresh. They want to bounce back. But keep a good handful. I think I have about 7 of these as they are, because we're going to add them to the tops of the design. And this one is just giving me a hard time. There we go. All right, so we have the pussy willow ready, we have the long ones, we have the curved ones, and we're going to use stuff that we have in your cabinets. There's no reason to go out and buy new vessels for this. We're going to use some champagne glasses, we're going to use some wine glasses, and then a couple of little cylinder vases in between. Yeah, why not? It can be a mix. At first I thought that doesn't look right, but it could be a mix. It's gonna look great. All right, I already mixed in the nutrients into the water. So I'm just gonna go in and add a little bit of water to the vases. I bet you all are very ready for spring to stay. A little bit. As you know, once you bring the bouquet home, let's just separate the stems by what types they are. Make sure the stems look really beautiful. Some of the roses may have a guard petal on them. It doesn't mean that the rose is old. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it got a little damage in shipping. So you can just pop that right off. And look at that, beautiful. Perfect. So just make sure you check your roses. Let's start with the biggest flower, the lily. If it is not open, make sure you, as you know, you leave enough space for it to open. And we're gonna put this right as the center of the design. Next, we're gonna take our 2 dianthus. And I want this to look very kind of boho chic, where you just went to the garden, you picked a bunch of flowers, and you put them into vases. So we're just gonna leave those extend up a little bit. Next, your alstroemeria. Let's go ahead and pop those into the vases on the side. What I'm doing is I am making sure if I have two flower types, like the two dianthus, the two alstroemeria, I'm going in and I'm putting them opposite of each other because that's going to give us that visual balance that we're looking for in design. Let's take our roses and take the foliage off that's going to be in the water. Let's put one on one side and one on the other. If you're with us, you know the importance of a good pair of garden shears. Make sure you're not using regular scissors. Get yourself a really good pair of garden shears and wash them after every use. Let's take our dianthus, put that down by the alstroemeria. Did you know that this is in the carnation family? Look at that. This is in the carnation family, and this is in the carnation family, and this is in the carnation family. I know when you think of carnations, you think of the regular tried and true carnation, but look at all the different varieties that there actually are. It's very fascinating when I get to see the farm and see all the fun things they have, and you realize, wow, there's way more than I ever thought there was. All right, your stock. Let's break this down into pieces. You can get 3 pieces out of that. I like the way that flows, so let's put one out both ends of the roses. This can go into the center with the lily. And let's do break this down even more. Let's do one coming up with the dianthus, another one in this champagne glass. Do you see how it looks like you just went and you just grabbed a bunch of flowers and you put them together? That's what this whole design is. It's very comforting. It's not super designed, but it all comes together. We have one cremone. So I'm going to put this with the pink lily to fill in that vase down here. Now, as you're doing this, you can see that the vase is starting to get a little full. So let's just push these out a little bit more. So it still has that freedom in front of it. Your mini carnations, these can certainly be broken down. Let's put some up top. If I put a flower here, I put a flower here. Put a flower here, it's just that whole balance. Let's put this down there. I thought I liked it up there, but I think I like it better here. And that one there. Oh, I broke it, sorry. Get a different one. So here's the one we can put down at this end. I have 2 blooms left. Let's go ahead and cut these a little bit shorter and put it next to the rose. And if you want to open them up, you could just rub your fingers along the edges and it pops them right open for you. Got that. Last 2 items in our bouquet is this color enhanced ruscus. Beautiful teal color, right? So we're gonna make 3 cuts on this. That seems to really be our cut, I've noticed, when we come and do these designs, is always is that 3. Because I just think you can get so much out of it. Because this is color enhanced, you don't necessarily have to worry about if it's in too much of water. So we're just going to put this around the design. And it just brings that color all the way in. And doesn't it look like you just went and grabbed a bunch of flowers from the garden and you just kind of put them into place? Now we're going to go ahead and add our pussy willow loops. So this is cool if you just kind of loop them over the flowers. It's expected for them to be standing upright and tall, but I think it's interesting if you just take them and you just organically place them around the flowers. It brings the design down. I think it looks a little bit like a root system. It just adds that natural element. You can even put some in vases, like I did this big one down here, and we'll do this one over here because again, we match. It doesn't have to be super perfect. It's not about being perfect, it's about being organic. Do you see how that just looks? It just, I don't know. The word, I can't come up with it. You probably can. It looks organic, it looks natural. It doesn't look so contrived. And then you can take your extra ones, if you want, and you can just put them in between, like so. Do it on both sides, and this just adds, it extends the arrangement and just adds it up. So what do you guys think? I hope you love it as much as I do. I think it's a fun way to bring the garden in without being so planned. We just put these beautiful colors, these beautiful blooms that are going to continue to open up and be stunning for your table. Perfect for dining room table, a credenza, anywhere you want it, this could be great. So remember, like, subscribe, comment below. We love hearing from you. Your comments have been amazing, and I want to thank you for that. Thank you for spending this time with me, and we will see you next month.